Hey folks, back at you with a video. First video in a while for me actually. I've got a pretty tasty serial number to show you folks today. The reason I haven't been uploading that many videos is I just haven't been finding that many great things. But I have two videos that are currently in the works I need to get to you guys. One of them is about some pennies, the pennies you see in front of you, or you can sort of see in front of you. The other one is a story about a suspected counterfeit bill I came across that I wanted to buy from somebody that I actually did not. So, two videos in the works for you, but today I've got a pretty simple one for you. I have a low serial number that I found. Now, I broke my personal lowest serial number record by quite some distance. If anybody gets this reference, it's kind of like Bob Beamon in the track and field long jump. He broke the world record in, I believe, the 1968 Olympics. Normally how it works is, with track and field world records, they get broken by maybe a few tenths of a second or a couple feet, something like that at a time. But but American long jumper Bob Beamon broke the record, the long jump world record, by several feet. Or I think it might have been around 20 feet. I don't know the exact, but that guy murdered the world record at the time. And I murdered my personal best for lowest serial number. So let me flip this bill around and show you guys what I have. Look at that, folks. Let me get this straight here. Serial number 2013 series bill. Serial number A00000677, and it is a star note. So I'm going through my drawer, checking everything, of course, like I always do. Checking the bills. And I haven't been finding too many good bills lately, but this is definitely a good one, definitely a keeper. I saw the star, and I'm like, okay, cool, I got a star note. See if that's from a high or low print run. But then I saw the full serial number once I revealed it, and I'm like, dang, this is pretty low. So, that's not too bad on this one. Unfortunately, I looked it up, and you can look it up for yourself on the My Currency Collection website, or just type in star note lookup into Google, and you'll find it. It comes from a print run of 3.2 million. Unfortunately, if it was lower, the value would be higher. I've got a few star notes from 640,000. So I've got some lower print run star notes. This one, unfortunately, is not one of them. But it is definitely by far the lowest serial I've found. I've never even seen a serial in person with 5 zeros at the front. My lowest serial before, without checking my collection right now to get the exact number, is around 4,000. So it's 4,000 something is the lowest I found before. I have two that are in the 4,000s, but then this one just murders it by like 3,500 or whatever. I don't know, my math is bad. But my downstairs family room actually flooded with water. None of my coins, none of my bills got impacted by that at all. But I don't have this in a holder because the holders were sitting underneath the table I keep all my collectibles on, and they got touched by water. I think some of them are going to be okay to use, but I'm not going to risk it because I don't know how damaged they are. And I'm looking at them and they look like they're fine, but I don't want to risk it, especially not on a beauty like this, folks. This bill is actually in pretty decent condition. It's got a wallet fold, corners are a little rough. Let's see. Yeah, it's like, I'm trying to take this, like, I found it pretty early on in my shift. I'm waiting patiently for my break. Patiently. But I'm really excited. I actually love whenever I find a nice bill like this. And I'm always a nice cashier, a nice employee. I'm very friendly to people. I'm very respectful. But whenever I find something like this, my mood just jumps up to 11. And I'm like, just ready to, get a customer. I'm just like, hey, how you doing? How's it going? Have a good day, I'm just like over the moon, right? So I'm waiting patiently for my break. And then whenever I get it, I'm carrying it out to my car, and one of my coworkers, he sees me gingerly trying to carry this bill. And he's like, oh, what do we have here? Kind of in a joking tone, because he knows I do this stuff in, whatever. So he's kind of kidding, he's just ribbing me, I guess. And so I showed it to him. Would not allow anyone to touch it, though, because, condition is everything. And I know I'm not the best at handling things, but if I screw something up, I screw it up. If someone else screws it up, I'm going to be thinking, that'll actually get me a little upset, possibly. But if I screw it up, I know I screwed it up. It's my fault. I'm an idiot. But if somebody else does it, that's that would just annoy me, right? But anyways, so yeah, serial number 677 on this $1 note, 2013. I was hoping for some strange reason, well, not strange, but sometimes whenever you see a unique find, they bring friends. I don't think this brought any friends with it. I didn't see any other low serial numbers in the drawer. So, yeah. But this is by far the lowest I've found. Now, what is the value on something like this, seeing as it is low? I mean, if you find bill number 1, okay, that's worth several $1,000s in any condition. The lower numbers like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, they're worth good money too. 10 to 100 is also worth money, but what is bill number 677 worth in above average condition? I will not say this bill is good or great because it does have some flaws that you can detect, such as the wallet fold and the corners are a little rough. But this is still one of the nicer bills that I will find in my drawer. Like yesterday I found a $50 bill that looked like it had been blown up with a mortar in World War II, okay? And it was held together with tape. Like, I'm surprised the cashier actually took the bill. It was in such bad condition. But both the serial numbers were present on the bill, and they did match and everything. And it was a bill that was just so worn down, like I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, this is in nice condition. So I don't really know, like I need to do my research, so I don't really know the value of a bill like this. But this is a bill that I would consider like just putting on eBay like quickly and trying to sell it, because I don't find things worth like good money every day. I find things worth above face value a lot, but things that are actually worth like a significant portion to where it'd be worth it to go on eBay and sell it, especially being a $1 note here, your returns are always going to be higher, of course, because you invested less, just $1, versus like say a $50 or $100 note. But I don't know, and I'm going to do my research, but I'd imagine I could probably turn around and sell this bill on eBay for like $20 right now. So it's not like I'm going to be rich or, whatever. But that's a very nice investment, and all it took me was just some time looking. So what I say in all my videos for you folks who are cashiers, waitresses, bartenders, you get tip money, you work with money, check your bills for fancy serial numbers, low serial numbers, older bills, errors such as mismatched serial numbers if you have the time, coins, check for silver coins, check for dimes, nickels, quarters, whatever it is, And maybe at some point in the future I will post a video showing my methods and my routines for hunting my drawer as a retail associate. To help out other fellow retail associates, because let's be real here, working in retail, it's not the best paying field of work, but it's your job, it's what you do for a living, you need it to make money. It's not just like, some joke you go to 8 hours a day, this is your job. So you can use your job, the tools of your trade, the basic tools of your trade to make money. Like if you're a janitor, you couldn't really use the mop and bucket to make extra money by selling it, really. But you can use the tools of your trade as a cashier to make extra money on the side. And I haven't really made too much money doing this so far, because admittedly the finds like this that you could just sell immediately and make money off of are pretty few and far in between. But the money that I have hoarded and saved up as potentially something I'm going to sell kind of is like an investment, and I have that tucked aside. So yeah, found a pretty low serial number today, A000677, and it is a star note. Unfortunately, comes from a print run of 3.2 million, but it is still pretty cool to find. Pretty low serial number, definitely something you want to set aside if you see it. From what I've heard in other videos, lower serial numbers, if they have to have at least 4 zeros for them to be collectible. So if you have 1, 2, or 3 zeros, you can choose to keep it if you want, but those aren't really low enough. I see bills with 1 zero at the front, pretty common. 2 zeros, again pretty common. 3 zeros, significantly rare, but they do crop up. I probably see a few of those a week. 4, almost never. I only have 2 in my collection. 3, this is the first one. 2, and then, I got that mixed up, but you get my point. Then the more zeros, the harder it is to get. So thanks for watching this video, and always check your drawers, folks.